time, goes back to the Bryn. I'm wondering if he'll whip out the Koji if the Bryn doesn't work out. Now, granted, Dolan, really, this is, do you got to pick versus Rocket Lance? And I understand why he went to the Bryn, because Rocket Lance, one of its worst matchups, probably its worst matchup actually, is Axe. Axe is just so easily able to swat it out. That neutral light will stuff an incoming Sire or side light, so it's really tough to get in. And then if the Rocket Lance, one of its favorite approach options is there, right? Come from that diagonal angle in the sky, and guess what? Axe has a move made just to counter that, and it's called D-Light. So we're gonna, oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
The recovery tossed him. I mean, the scoop tossed him off the edge, that little corner. Wasn't able to get the committal, but the double Sire said, nah, bro, I'm out here. I'm out here, bro. You're not getting past me. Brick wall.
And that's almost like he took a page out of out of Holix's book right there, because we just saw Sire get hit with that like on 2 different stocks in the last set. You know, jumping immediately out of his stun and dying to a spear Sire on the side. And you know what? I think he had that in his brain a little bit and was like, you know what? That is pretty good. I'm a cop that real quick. And was able to whip it out on Dolan in the very first game. But Dolan able to answer back, going to pick up that Rocket Lance. I'm going to see how he's able to fare here. I'm kind of feeling if he does end up losing this game, we'll probably see him switch over to the Orion like we did in the last set.
Well, you know, it's kind of like Mega Man, you know? You beat a boss, you take their skills, and that's where we get that Sire. You know, he took that from the boss he just defeated. And then there's got to be a lot of stuff in his pocket because he's won a lot of matches to get to this point. So, you know, all those skills that he's taken to get here, one of them going to be that down sig to get him out to the side. Nice down air, and there it is. We got another recovery on here because he touched the wall, but nah, that should be it. Toast, toast, toast. We saw that he got his recovery snatched. Those down airs, Pogo sticking right on top of the noggin. Able to take the lead in this set.
Oh no. Oh, he didn't mean to do that.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait,
no, what have you done? You gave him the chance to tie. You did not have to go down there.
And I bet you right now, Dolan is cheesing. He should not be in this game right now. Was able to get that recovery, get the chase dodge to get back to the stage, and have another chance of securing this game 1. I know Sire must be beating himself, or rather beating himself up for that, because that's not what you want to have happen. But Dolan, I'm happy he was able to get that for himself and see if he can convert it. For Sire, it may just be whatever, bro. I'll just do it again. You know, it could be one of those.
I mean, you know, I gotta say, you said that one of the problems for the Rocket Lance is the axe, and we've been seeing that that the spear has been the answer so far in this set. My goodness, that Sire was so well placed. Can he make it back? No siree, Bob, you're done. So just put a little style on it, slide off the side. But as I was saying, the spear is what's been going up against the Rocket Lance most of that match right there. And if that's controlling it, I don't know what the axe is going to look like if that's the bigger problem.
Yeah, I got to agree, man. Dolan, he was looking kind of tough there. I'm not going to lie. And I think he can do it. We'll see. You know, Sire has a big wave of momentum going with him right now. Just won the past 2 sets, had some pretty fire plays within those sets, and is looking to carry that momentum all the way to grand finals. He's trying to get a shot at Tiger right now. He has the W, the gold cup, the championship trophy in his eyes right now, and Dolan is just something in the way of that. Right, so he's like, all right, I'll knock you all down like dominoes and then collect my dollar. And I wonder if he's going to be able to do it. Dolan, you know, I would very much so like to see, you know, get some games here. And kind of like I called it in the last game, if he lost game 1 with the Scarlet, he's going to switch over to the Orion. And I honestly think his Orion is better anyway. So I'm happy that he did.
This is the patented Orion. Orion's a great character, and Dolan is the type of player that is near perfected this character. You know, I love the play, I love the aggression. Here we go. We got the same thing we saw a minute ago. We'll see if the Lance can do something this time versus the Spear, but we're seeing more of the same. More just getting tapped up, tick, 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 taking a lot of damage to get this thing popping. And here we go. Now we're seeing a play. Oh, went the wrong direction. Try to make a read.
Oh, and that's the thing. You can't be spot dodging against Bryn.
No.
It's gonna be all right, but that's the scary thing about being the Rocket Lance off stage. If you are off stage and you have to charge your recovery, in the back of your head, you're like, oh, I already lost my stock, because it's so linear. The recovery is so easy to throw a weapon at and stop and stuff out that if you're forced to use the Rocket Lance recovery, you're in a pretty bad spot. That's why, oh wow, oh, it bounced off the stage. Dolan almost had the slam dunk, but just got stolen away from him.
Yeah, we got the new Space Jam coming soon, and he tried to make a slam dunk to get this thing rolling. But right now, Dolan's got the game tied up damage-wise. Can he get the stock? They're both just recovering, trying to get each other out of there. Nobody can get the touch right now. Waste the weapon, but the breakdance, king of the dance hall, Dolan, gonna take the lead.
And what I love about that as well is a very common tactic from a spear player is, oh man, I don't have a dodge, I used all my jumps and I'm trying to land. I'm gonna weapon throw to cover my landing and then pick up my weapon again, right? And one of the few ways to beat that is to spot dodge the weapon throw, read your opponent's drift, and put out a hitbox where you think you're gonna be. So that's what we saw Dolan do. He spot dodged the weapon throw and then did a gravity cancel down sig to catch Sire on the way down. He was able to get that stock, but Sire was able to bring it back, and now once again we have a tie game.
Sorry, Bob. Here we go. We got some damage coming in. The spear versus the lance once again has been looking better than game one.
Oh.
Is it just Orion, or is he finally figuring out how to space versus the spear? Very good ground pound. Another one for the troubles. Takes him out. The dodge was exhausted, not able to get to the edge. Just threw a little bit of stank on it too. Did a couple more ground pounds onto the stage to show him this is what you died to.
Yeah, I was, I mean, great from Dolan, right? Like, getting Rocket Lance ground pound is really just a show of confidence. Like, it's not, when you look at the ground pounds in the game, it's definitely not in the top 5. Probably not in the top. There's just so many other better ground pounds, right? There's bow ground pound, there's axe ground pound, there's sword ground pound. But Dolan using the ground pound that he got and making it work, double weapon throw. Oh, that was so close. Oh, Dolan gonna lose a stock for this, probably another ground pound. Manages to dodge.
Beautiful dodge, and he said, I got this. This is my stock to take. Beautiful job from Dolan. Oh my goodness. Knocking on death's door with the turnaround.
That's what I like to see, man. Oh, and there we go. That perfect spot dodge on the weapon throw we were talking about before. The double ground pound, boof, boof. And that second ground pound almost looked a little bit wide, too. I'm surprised no one was able to get that. That's how you know he's a seasoned veteran, man. He knows his hitboxes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you know, the hitbox of the front sticks out a little bit further than you think it does, and you know that's why he does like the turnaround with it and drops it. So you know, it looks like it's a little bit wide. If he was facing the other direction, it would have been too wide. But yeah, that's what it is. That was a very well placed ground pound from a guy that knows his weapon. He knows the lance. You don't, like you said, you don't see that weapon this high up in the ranks very often. But you know, it's more about the player than the character, and he's doing his job.
I mean, here we go. Going into game 3, 1-1 a pop. Dolan sticking with the Black Knight. Sire switching over to the Bodvar now. And now we've seen his Bodvar do perfectly fine before, so I don't think this is a bad pick. I think all of Sire's legends have proven that they can hang. And he wasn't really using the axe that much anyway in the last game, so may as well just kind of keep it pushing, you know. He got the sword here if he wants to play some nooch. He has a really good sword, has that hammer if he wants to really obliterate a stock. And we've seen him go for a D-like grab cancel down sig quite a bit to enormous amount of success, so it should be good.
Yeah, he's got the fire extinguisher, said he's part of the fire force, but right now it's kind of not working out. He's going to have to get a few more hits here to make himself feel worthy of being in this game, because if he gets this stock taken and leaves him on yellow, it's going to be a very, very bad look. Gravity cancel said to keep him at bay just in case he tries to push in, and I like what we're seeing from Dolan right now. Look at that, just faded out a little bit after doing that neutral. The down sig is gonna work. Hit him. We talked about Link earlier. Hit him with a got him out of there.
Just hold the button long enough to see that sword light up, and you just let it rip. And Dolan gets a quick little hit off stage, and then he goes back on the stage. And that's what most Rocket Lance players tend to do. If they go off stage, it's because they're confident it's going to lead to a KO. Otherwise, kind of sit by the ledge. They ledge trap a little bit, see how you're going to try to get back onto the stage, but they're not really trying to go on some crazy Qatar gauntlet scythe type deal off the stage, because most often than not, they're the ones who are going to end up losing out on that exchange.
So what I'm seeing in this set in general is, do you think might be, friend versus friend? They practice with each other. We got a good stock there. I like it. But what I'm trying to get at is the aggression. I believe the aggression from Sire is lacking from the past 8 games we've seen Sire play. It's a little bit more passive right now, and I don't know if it's the rocket lance, the player, what it is that's making him play like this.
Yeah, I think he's toning it down a little bit, and honestly, I think it's a testament to the way Dolan plays the game, right? Because Dolan, especially as someone who plays the rocket lance, creating your own openings with that weapon can be difficult. Oh, but he scooped the recovery on that, so that's, man, we've seen Dolan like hit that conversion quite a few times, right? He'll throw that weapon, hit it, throw it again, and then they just die, Sometimes he might like go off, try to do like a D-like ground pound or something, but more often than not, the 2 weapon throws on their own tend to be enough, and that's a testament to it's one of 2 things. He's either noticing that they dodge very early on, because they're trying to, that was kind of that was ill-advised right there. He tried to get a quick one though. If he was able to hit it, he could have gotten a gimp, but I don't know. Yeah. It's one of those things where you gotta watch the dodges, because the weapon throws become guaranteed if you don't got one.
That's right. That's right. I mean, and he's got 2 very broad weapons. You were talking about the lance's hitbox, but I mean the spear's just about the same once thrown. It's so broad, so hard to get past unless you dodge. Movement alone isn't going to really get you around it. Right now, we have a tied game due to the fact that he overextended, tried to get a reversal hit down there on the side, and now we got them both playing very cautious neutral, trying not to get hit, trying to find their moments with punishes, and not able to get the hits. Almost got him, took the recovery, but we didn't see too much of a committal, and we're back in neutral. Sire is down a little bit on damage. Oh my goodness, he's telling him stay back. I've got the cat.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just like that. Right off the dome, Dolan with the weapon throws has been terrorizing Sire. Now, I was going to say, like, Dolan is going to start throwing out that down sig on Orion with Rocket Lance the moment it starts hitting a last stock scenario, and he needs to rack up some extra damage. Because he takes a step back, he says, be gone, right? And he kind of starts spraying some bullets at your feet. And even though that move doesn't KO particularly early, like it actually kills pretty late. It's such a non-committal move to throw out if you're trying to rack up that extra bit of little damage. You want to go for a soft read, just throw it out. Pew, 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 pew. Rack it up so that it can be easier to find that KO. And I love that he was using it like that. He was able to get great success. And as we saw, Sire wasn't punishing him for doing it. It's hard. It's so quick.
It's very hard, very hard. Big hitbox, he steps back, fade away. Allen Iverson, when he does it, it's very hard to get in there, especially if he's using it correctly. He's using that at a range where we kind of can't punish him. It's not, you know what I mean? But I kind of just stood up out of my seat because it's the man with the master plan, my boy Teros.
Yeah, I don't even what do you say? Like, that's a default Teros, default color. And then the axe is where all the drip is, right? He's got like this icicle drip to go ahead and fight Dolan with. And, I was saying before, the axe and the Rocket Lance matchup, not so great. And he's definitely got that axe in hand right now. You can see Dolan, you just step back, neutralize. It's so hard to come in on. So Dolan's really going to have to find and pick how he's going to get his way in.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
And right now, we're seeing it. Went for the gusto off the rip. No good on the ground pound. And we're back on the stage. Gets pieced up once again, taking a lot of damage, but the game's even. Oh, no, the committal. Is this going to be it? Yes, it is. The Sire's going to do it. And we got a kill on the Teros side of things. Sire looking good with this pick.
And that's one thing I will say. We saw Dolan go for that ground pound earlier, and I respect him because to even get to that point, he had to go for 2 successful reads in a row. He went for a read on the dodge, got it with the D-light, then went for a read on the jump, got it with the Sire, and he said, well, if I can get it twice, 3 times means it's a trend. So tried to see if he could get it, couldn't quite succeed there, but Now needs to find this KO, bring things back to the realm of possibility. D-Light gets the double, and wow, why he didn't need to do all that. That definitely wasn't a true combo, but heck, what was Sire supposed to do about it, you know?
He got a little dirty with that one, man. That was nice. Hit the full combo instead of doing the Sire. Hit him with the ground pound. That was nice. You know, sometimes you got to put some flair on it, put a little bit of flash, and we're gonna see what he can do. He's got a lot of damage on him versus this hammer right now. Nice. Popped him. Goes back to the axe, as you said. Bad matchup. Trying to see what he can do. The neutral puts him back over to the side. Beautiful weapon throw. Oh man, if that was it, I was gonna say this man's accuracy is better than ever. I was gonna say, is he Shroud or what? Because he's hitting the shots.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, he knows how to hit. But speaking of getting the shots, I mean, Dolan's been on the back foot, and he's this close. He's throwing out those down sigs again. He's trying to rack up that little bit of damage. Gets that end sig, turns around the rocket lance, and blasts him to the heavens. And there we go. Dolan's able to pull ahead just like that. Oh my God, 2 good reads back to back again. But he's just gonna scream on him. So, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Get him out of here. Bring it to the last stop.
Yes, sir. And I love that stop, that sig. And Taros is so simple yet so awesome. Like, nothing Taros does is flashy. It's just pure brute force. Oh, I like that. Dodge over to the right and then just make sure, you know, I know where you're going. Hit him with the side light, and is terrorizing right now with arrows. Gonna be able to move around the neutral. Was looking for something, didn't see it, didn't press a button. Moving around, got popped with the weapon. Here we go. Dolan trying to do his thing. Got the rocket lance and no weapon on hand. We're gonna have to see some pressure here. A lot of chase. Keep him off of it. You want Taros to be weaponless. He's too strong to let him crack you with that good old hammer or axe.
Yeah, this is getting kind of tough here. We haven't seen a weapon in the hand of Sire at all for a while here. And Dolan, he can starve him here if he wants. No, he's going to play a little bit aggressive. He wanted to keep him on the corner, see if he could end the game. And because of that, Sire's going to go ahead and pick up this weapon. And that might be the reason Dolan ends up losing this match here. Look, the D-Light from the axe. I don't think Dolan realized he had an axe queued up. Hold on. Manages to dodge through. The recovery's not enough. Throws the weapon, goes for the unarmed recovery. It's still not enough. Dolan is fishing for the KO, and the rocket lance can struggle to KO. It usually needs a raw sig or a Sire after being hit a million times.
Oh, and that's it. Tried to make an offensive play to get back on the map, made a read that he was going to press him and dodge too early with no movement towards the stage and just couldn't make it back. I mean, and what he did, what Sire did there made perfect sense. It just didn't work out. And we got the replays popping here. Look at that. That was the read of all reads. Did the sig on the other side, knowing he's going to dodge and come up over there. Got popped. And that was probably one of the saving graces of the set.
Oh, yeah, I see what happened there now. Looking back on that replay, he tried to... It was one of those moments where I think he was fast falling as he was going past the mammoth platform. And then he thought he was going to land on it, ended up fast falling through it, and was like, oh, crap. And then he didn't have any, he thought